Hi everyone, this is Charmander, and in this video, I'm going to be covering the Alliance tech tree, which I think is oftentimes overlooked when it comes to providing advantage for your alliance in regards to either being more effective when it comes to farming and when it comes to fighting during PvP events, as well as also giving you an edge when it comes to doing construction or technology research. So with that being said, we're going to look at the development tree first. And when I first joined this alliance, for some reason, they were focusing a lot on shelter construction, which I think is actually one of the more useless one. I think the reason why my alliance before I joined them, because it was a fairly new server that was just slightly over 30 days old. At the time of me joining, a lot of them were trying to get their headquarters to 25. So I think that's why they were focusing on shelter construction. But I soon consulted them and let them know that actually the construction is not that important because at some point you're actually going to run out of things to build and those construction speed up will become useless. So in that case, what's actually most important for a lot of players is to get to T5 and T6 as fast as possible. So for any new alliances, the best thing on the development tech tree is actually to finish the tech research 1 as fast as possible, as well as the tech research 2. So finishing those will give your alliance a massive advantage when it comes to researching your personal tech, which essentially will help you get to T5 and T6 troops much faster. Other things, in my opinion, that is also really good in the development side of the tech tree is actually going to be medical sharing. Now, my alliance is not working on this right now, but we will eventually be focusing on this, and that's because of heal speed. So if your alliance has any healing bots, or at the very least, you have a lot of active players and you can do the tap heal for your troops, then this will really help in that situation. So this is actually one of the most important one besides the technology research 1 and 2. Effective deployment is also really good, especially because of the squad travel speed thing here. So eventually this should be a goal for the alliance to go work on this just to increase the squad travel speed of their troops. Under the territory tree, one of the best ones here would obviously be the alliance construction 1, so that you would be able to construct structures much faster, such as towers in PvP events. Solid construction is also a decent one just so that your towers will have more HP. Although I would personally not put this in the highest priority just because if you have a really good garrison, then your tower is not going to be burning, and then in that case, you don't really need to worry about the durability of your tower. But it's still good to have. Infrastructure building is one of the biggest one here because your watchtower construction speed will be a lot faster. This is especially useful for events such as Archipelago Raid and Island Raid, where you are constructing those towers to specific destinations, and sometimes the person that builds the tower the fastest will have an advantage over their opponents. So my alliance will definitely be working on this sometime soon, although the requirements for that would actually require us to finish Swift Action 1, Aggression 1, Territorial Defense 1, and also Territorial HP 1. So those things would be needed to finish the infrastructure building. One of the most important one to research for any alliance, in my opinion, and as you can see, my alliance already maxed this out, is solid fuel. This is why we are successful in a lot of PvP events, is because when we are doing tower battles, we are burning the towers of the opponents so fast that they don't have time to repair it or get enough garrison to enter it on time to protect it because it's already been destroyed. So for us specifically, this has been one of the major game changer for us. A lot of alliance, I think, neglect maxing this out, but this was actually one of the first few things we maxed out, and it has helped us a lot in regards to being successful in PvP events. I'm not saying we win all the PvP events, but we have won Archipelago Raid first place, and we have yet to win Genesis War first place, but we've gotten to the final ring before. And Island Raid has been a problem with us, mainly because we got backstabbed the first time we did Island Raid, and then the second time we did it, there was a team with players that had white parts, which was ridiculous because we were actually ranked at the very bottom of the Island Raid brackets, and there was an alliance there with players with 200 million power level and white parts, which made absolutely no sense. So as of making this video, there is this upcoming Island Raid, so crossing our fingers, we have a fair matchup and it's going to be a good one. But I do think this solid fuel is going to definitely help us have an edge over the other alliances, and if you are an alliance that is very big on trying to win PvP events, then you definitely need solid fuel maxed out. Garrison expansion is also a good one. We haven't worked on this yet, but we certainly will want to work on this as soon as the other areas are already completed. So warfare is the one that most alliances work on, and for very good reason that it makes your troops a lot stronger. So for example, for us, we've we've gotten the first half of this tech tree pretty much already completed. And now we're working on Lightning Rally 2, which I think is one of the important ones, just so that we can get our rally out and ready faster than the opponent alliance can get their rally out. And sometimes that can make and break the difference between winning a rally tower war versus losing. We've also already finished Lightning Rally 1, as you can see here, which really helps. We also have finished Rally Charge 1, which also increased our rally travel speed. So after we finish the Lightning Rally 2, we're actually going to be working on Rally Charge 2 to increase the speed of our rallies. Now, this quick march here at the end, I think it's good, but I think it's mostly good because you can get inside your towers faster if you're trying to garrison, and it's harder for the enemy who's trying to block you from trying to enter your garrison, as you can get your garrison much faster. But I wouldn't put this higher up as a priority compared to the other things that you could potentially level up in your tech tree. Pretty much most things here actually in the tech tree is actually very important. So once the ones I have mentioned in the development tree and the territory tree has been maxed out already, then I would actually recommend you go to the warfare tech tree and finish as much of these as possible. And finally, we have the skills tech tree, which is pretty much the ones here from the other tech trees, like the ones like physical training, for example, the one that has this widget looking thing here, like quick march as well. And under territory, it's going to be infrastructure building and also garrison expansion. There's resource reaping and also effective deployment. So these are all good stuff to, once you've unlocked them, you can level them up under the skills tech tree as well. So that's pretty much a quick rundown on how the alliance tech tree works. And by looking at the tech tree of an alliance, you can kind of get an idea if it's a good alliance to join or not, because they have put some thought into what they should level up first versus what they shouldn't. So I hope you found that helpful in regards to figuring out what your alliance should be leveling up in your tech tree. And also, if you're someone that's looking to join an alliance, you can also see which alliances are good based on what they've already leveled up in their alliance tech tree. That's about it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.